Hey, you guys. Great morning, great morning, great morning, great morning. YouTube, Periscope, Facebook. Hey, you guys. Good morning. Let me know who's here and where you're tuning in from. Let me know who's here and where you are tuning in from. Let me share this. Whoo, y'all. All right. Okay. So welcome, you guys. Great Monday morning. It is Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday. I'm super excited that it's Monday. We get another day. Y'all see all this perspiration? Okay, because I just finished working out. I'm looking two ways because I got two devices going. I normally do, but one of them is sitting right in front of me. But I got my iPad today, so I'm looking at both of y'all, both audiences, right? So y'all get two slightly different views. But great morning. I am so freaking excited. It is Monday. It is a new day. And guess what, you guys? I got new workout gear. Can I show y'all my new workout gear? Let me show y'all. Let me see if I can let y'all see. I love it, y'all. Y'all, I love a good workout outfit. Can y'all see? I so freaking love this. I love it. Hey, everybody. Listen, loving my new workout gear. Really loving that it's a size small, right? Because it is a freaking small, okay? That's my way of rewarding myself. Each month, I have a membership with Fabletics. And if you're interested, be sure to let me know. I'll send you my link so that you can get your membership. But I pay $49.95 each month, and I get an amazing workout ensemble. And that's my treat to me for being committed, for being dedicated, for taking this journey. Because what I know is it's a little easier to take the journey when you feel cute. I'm really feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. So that's the way I treat myself. That's the way I motivate myself and reward myself for my hard work and my diligence. So listen, you guys, I want to talk to you about do it if you have to do it alone. Do it if you have to do it alone. This is something that is not new for me to talk about. I've talked about it before, but I wanted to talk about it today because we've been doing a 5-day challenge, and today was the first day for us to start back. And I didn't remind everybody, hey, we're back. And so it was just me, right? And so I had a decision to make. Do I do it or do I not do it because there's no one on the Zoom? And what I know is for me, this journey is not about everybody else. It is, but it isn't, right? This is a journey that's personal for me. And so because it's personal and I have my own personal goals, I went to work. Clearly, I went to work. You see the moisture and the perspiration. I went to work. I went to work because I didn't put on this workout gear to look cute. I put the workout gear on to go to work and to work out. When you understand why you do what you do, it won't matter to you so much whether everybody else does it or not. You won't be consumed by that. It won't dictate everything for you, but instead you'll be able to take the journey the way you need to take the journey. You'll be able to show up for you. See, if everything you do is about other people, then you're going to always miss it because your moves are going to be dictated by the presence or the absence of others. My moves are not dictated by the presence or the absence of others. Instead, it's dictated by my desire for what I want to do. That's what dictates it. And so for me, I do it if I have to do it alone. I do it if I have to do it by myself. Hey, Bonnie, how you doing? Gorgeous. Good to see you. And I would encourage you to move the same way. You know, as long as everything in our life is contingent upon other people, then other people dictate our movements. I'm not here for other people dictating my movements. I'm not here for that. I'm just not. Like I never have been, right? For me, it's about what is it that I'm doing? What is it that I'm trying to do? Now, if I'm doing something with other people, great. Yes, it can definitely be us doing something together. But at the end of the day, I am deciding what I'm doing. What am I doing? And why am I doing it? Am I doing it for me or am I doing it for someone else? Because one of the problems that we will run into is if you're only doing something for someone else, then like your motivation to complete it may dwindle. But when you're doing it with someone else, but you're doing it for you, then you can keep going. So if the other person falls off, you can still keep moving. You can keep going. You can keep producing. You can keep navigating. You can keep creating vision. And that's what it's about, you guys. Every one of us has a purpose. God has given each of us a specific purpose, not a general purpose, a specific purpose. When I teach public speaking, I always tell the students, you have a general purpose. That's what you're generally trying to do, right? That's what you're basically trying to do. It may be to inform. It's always in the form of an infinitive phrase. It may be to inform, to persuade, to motivate, to demonstrate, to introduce. That's a general purpose. But a specific purpose is specifically what you're doing. It's specifically what you're doing. So when you go from a general purpose to a specific purpose, then you get a little clearer. Get that? You get clarity. I want to walk you through something because I think this is going to help you with this illustration and how you do it, right? So the general purpose is to inform, right? To let people know something. You're going to let people know something. You're not talking about what it is, but the specific purpose is to inform people why you need to do it if you do it, or even if you have to do it alone. That's a specific purpose. My thesis then is going to be, do it if you have to do it alone. Do it, even if you have to do it alone. That's my thesis statement. So there, after I have my thesis statement, I'm very clear, right? And then I'm going to lay out the reasons why you need to do it, even if you have to do it alone. See, the clearer we get on our vision, the clearer we get, then the easier it is for us to follow through. If everything you do in your life is dependent on other people's problems, but if you can get clear enough in why you're doing what you're doing and exactly what you're doing, then you will always be able to stay on target and focused. Now, that doesn't mean you may not do different things, but it means that you're clear about where you're going. See, I'm clear about the fact that I'm building multiple streams of income, right? I'm clear about I'm dedicated to my health and my wealth. And my health is not about just losing weight, but it's about creating the body that I want, right? It's about getting that six pack. I'm very clear about that. I will have a six pack. Like you just keep watching. You're going to see it, right? Like I'm very clear about that. And therefore, that means that this morning when I got up and no one was on the Zoom, that I had a decision to make. And that decision was my six pack. I choose my six pack. I choose me. I choose me. I think one of the greatest decisions that I've made since I left my marriage was choosing me. In fact, choosing me was part of the reason that I left. You can stay in a situation and you can choose the situation, and the situation can be destructive for you. Or you can choose you. And what you'll discover is in choosing you, I want y'all to listen, because when you say, I choose me, it sounds very selfish, right? But when you choose you and you become the best version of you that you can be, you empower other people to choose them and become the best version of themselves that they can be. But the other thing that you do is you free people up to be who God has created them to be. I remember having a conversation with my ex. Well, y'all know we in between, right? But I remember having a conversation with him, and saying to him, listen, you deserve to have someone who can give you 100% of them, respect you, love you exactly where you are without wanting you to change. You deserve that. And I deserve that. And we're not that for each other. See, I had to acknowledge that I was placing expectations on him that were not his desire. And so it was unfair of me to expect him to change, to put that pressure on him to change. Change has to be a decision that you make internally. The same way I made decisions to change. I gained so much weight and my health was not the best, right? I chose me and I chose to make those changes. It's not fair for me to force someone else to do that when that's not what they want to do. Just not fair. Everybody has decisions to make. Everybody has to decide what's best for them, what's best for their life. And I know, listen, I don't want you guys to think that I'm taking marriage lightly, right? You gotta remember, we were married twice, right? The first time, 8 years. This last time, 10 years. So that's 18 years. That's not light. But at the end of the day, I had to make a decision. I had to make a decision about what I had to do in order for my life to really move forward and for me to be able to do the things that God has ordained for me to do to fulfill my purpose. Now, my prayer is that in your marriages, in your relationships, you'll be able to do that together. It just was that we weren't able to do that together. And I had to finally acknowledge that. I had to finally accept that and make a decision. See, I had to decide if I had to do it by myself that I was going to do it. Like I had to choose my purpose, my destiny, what God has ordained me to do. This is why, and I hope y'all get this. This is why when you're thinking about marrying someone or even thinking about being in a relationship with someone, you need to be real clear about your vision. You need to be clear about your vision and they need to be clear about their vision. And you need to see if your visions align with one another. I think one of the biggest mistakes that we make is getting married for love. I know that sounds crazy, but I think one of the biggest mistakes we make is getting married for love and love alone. We haven't thought about our purpose. Are our missions taking us in the same direction? Because if your mission is not taking you in the same direction, eventually you're going to go in different directions. But if you can find someone whose mission, whose vision, whose values align with yours, and you guys can take that journey together and you can create something together. You can create things apart and you can create things together. Then you position yourself to be a force for the kingdom of God, right? Otherwise, there are going to be things that you're going to go through that you don't necessarily have to go through when you've done that. Now, listen, I haven't figured it all out. I don't know it all, but I know what I know. And I can definitely tell you what doesn't work, right? So when you look at your life, you got to decide, am I going to do this even if I have to do it alone? Or am I only going to do it when other people are riding with me, when other people are rocking with me, when other people agree with me, when other people are on the same path as me? Nah, y'all, listen, if I got to walk the trail by myself, I'll walk it. If I've got to crawl it, I'll crawl it. If I've got to drag myself, I'll drag myself. Because where I'm going, it's bigger and it's greater than just me and it's greater than just this moment. It's greater than the moment that I woke up after I overslept, missed my trading, right? It's greater than that. And I have to decide, me personally, I have to decide that I'm willing to do what I've got to do in order to do it. And so do you. No one can make you go anywhere and do anything. No one can make you have success. This is up to you. So you got to decide, what is it that you want? What is it that you want? You personally. And when you make that decision and you get clear about it, and not just general, like I want to make a lot of money. No, how much money do you want to make? 2021 is my year to make my first $1 million, but it won't be my last million. It's also the year that I helped 7 other people make their first million. Now listen, that means that I got to get up and do it, even when I don't feel like it, because we're at the end of the first quarter. We're getting ready to go into the second quarter. I got some things to do, some moves to make, and some lives to change. So what are you doing and how are you doing it? Now that is the $1 million question that only you and you alone can answer. You guys, as you go throughout today, do it, even if you have to do it alone. Listen, it's your girl, Dr. V. Have an absolutely amazing, incredible, productive, and epic day. Listen, now I'm getting ready to have my second cup of coffee. You guys be great. I love you. Man, that's good.